So we finally got a new absolute DC origin, or all-in DC origin. Finally, we got a new to find about that time, and thank God we got more information about that thing because I have a lot to talk about. And for what I can tell, like Marvel opening of it, it's the exact same thing with DC. But the difference in Marvel opening and DC is that this unit has to give it clear thanks to the whole absolute power event. Kind of, sort of, it's complicated, and a very dark side of why this new unit exists. Now you're probably wondering, well, how the fuck did dark side connect to all this stuff? Well, it's a lot more complicated, I can't explain that much because, well, Joshua Williams got something that can explain more than I can. Why? Because we just got a video about DC and I want to talk about it. So, yeah, let's get the poster, shall we? Hey, give me a test, boy. I'm going to have the actual DC all-in new unit coming out to the world this year. That's already finally got announced about that thing, and it took a long time. It's finally here. We're finally here with new DC universe. Kind of, sort of. I say new DC unit, but more kind of it's not a reboot or retcon or anything. It's just side by side like more open universe. Confused? Yeah, I'm confused about this world, but it does make sense. That's the interesting idea to talk about. Again, what I mean by that? Well, you'll find out. So, join for instant news. Yep. So, enjoy the show. See ya. Alright, as you can tell my intro, actually, you can tell it's about this news. Why? You'll find out. Let's get started. Like I said before, no one had a reaction to that type, baby. You know what? Fuck it, everybody can talk about it for my doing. Plus, I have a war to open this thing. So, no time to play. Let's get the part started, shall we? Yep.
Hey, everybody. My name is Joshua Williamson, and I'm here to talk to you about exciting initiatives.
By the way, this thing premiered at 3 hours ago at Chat Replay.
With an old friend, Scott Snyder.
Hey, man. God, you look so fancy. You're freaking me out.
Well, this is my show, and you're my guest, right? I'm the host, you're my guest, so we're here to talk about comic books. So let's talk to everybody about All In.
This is something we've been working on forever. We've been working on it for a couple years behind the scenes with some incredible creators, and we're just so excited to bring it to you. So what is All In? All In is the biggest initiative that DC has done in the better part of a decade, honestly. Josh and I
decade?
Really
Damn time, boys.
Years at DC to be a part of a couple initiatives. The difference between sort of an initiative and an event, also, an event is like a big blockbuster story that creates a couple open spaces. But an initiative is a moment when the entire company comes together to kind of create a moment, like a seismic tectonic moment at the company. It sort of redefines it and tells one big story that invites everybody in to celebrate comics at once. And that's sort of
interesting.
what All In is going to be. Every initiative has its
I'll probably have bug in the artwork.
All In is a rallying cry.
Yeah, there's Darkseid, there's Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Yep.
All In is about reminding everybody that this medium, that comics, is where the biggest stories are told. It's where the
Probably if I'm blocking the image.
biggest legacy story
Stella!
happens over and over and over.
New 52,
The greatest continuing story.
Justice League,
One
Reboot,
of the
I
things
think.
we've always talked about the last few years is that whenever somebody tries to do an initiative, they always either try to do something brand new with new stuff, or they try to do stuff that always embraces the classic. And one of the conversations that Scott and I were having in the last few years is like, how do we do both? How do we do a new story that introduces all of these pieces of like brand new stuff, but really elevates all these classic pieces that we really love?
It starts with story. For us, every great initiative has a character, has a sensibility, but it's a story. It's about creating something that opens up opportunity for creators to come in, do stories that they want to do in the best way, in the biggest way possible. Again, an initiative like this, like All In, is about inviting everybody in, all the existing creators, some new creators, everything, to tell their best stories and to begin them all at one point. The idea is to create the greatest jumping on point for you guys in many years, where DC will be starting all kinds of books, like brand new books, and your continuing series, the series that you love. There is no reboot, there is no retcon.
Yeah, no reboot, retcon.
We'll have new story arcs beginning in October. Everything begins there, and it all starts with the All In #1 spec.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about. We should have gotten it years ago. Why the fuck did we not get this idea during the New 52? What the hell am I saying? That should have been an idea of New 52 on day one. Why the fuck did we not go that plan and just have an initiative, but do that thing with New 52 did a decade ago, but split the unit into the unit? We have Postcard over there, New 50 over there. Well, New 50 over there, Postcard over there. Problem solved. That should have been the New 52 and it should have been that damn fucking one. But no, instead of doing that, but I said, fuck it, we're gonna reboot the universe and something scrap. But this time they're over smarter. And thank God for it. Now, will the initiative succeed? I have no idea. Tell me more information about that. Before I can tell you, I can understand, I'm excited about it. We'll see. I'm not bad at human design. I hate that design. It looks ugly to me. The only thing that was pretty cool, especially with the giant sword. Yeah, it kind of like a crowd bunch of 7 football man 7. That's badass. I like that. That looks fine. It looks fine. But we also have a new Justice League funny. Thank fucking God the Justice League back. What took so damn long? Why the fuck did the Justice League back? I don't get it. Anyway. Sorry for the huge ranting and my system, but I'm just glad Justice League finally back. Took the line to get Justice League back. Now we need the root. Now we need to go with the awful. Tell the book and no, I'm saying. Jesus, I know what I want. Like, DC, you just I want, but please. That's what I want. I'm not giving a wish about that all night. Who knows? Then we'll do it soon. Yep.
Special. And that's one of the things, like, right now we're in the middle of this awesome Absolute Power event with Mark Waid and Dan Mora, and they're cool.
I wouldn't call it awesome. I call it, well, very questionable. Okay, it's not a bad event so far. Well, one issue in so far, and I'm intrigued. And unlike other events, we did event with build up for years ago. So we just event with build up. Oh, don't get wrong. There's some problem. One thing I'm pissed off about it still ain't a shit show right now. That's a bullshit idea. It's still a cyborg now. Because reasons. But we'll see that's enough for you to see.
Killing it. Awesome storytelling there. It actually ends with some really big moments for the DCU. And that's where we start picking things up with All Out #1 in October. It's going to be a flip book. Scott and I co-wrote all of it, but it's a flip book where one side is being done by Daniel Sampere, who is awesome, who I did Dark Crisis with. He's killing it on Wonder Woman. And the other side is being done by Wes Craig, who is an awesome artist. We're really excited. When you guys see the pages for this, it's going to blow your mind.
I'm excited about that.
On the Daniel Sampere side, that side is going to focus on what is going on in the current DCU post-Absolute Power. And you're going to get to see a lot of this through the eyes of Superman.
Yay!
It teases the new storylines that are coming up. But it's all with Superman. The other side of the story is all for the point of view of Darkseid.
Ooh.
What it really does is it reintroduces Darkseid as sort of who he should be, right? The greatest villain in the DCU. The end of all.
Where's he been? We haven't seen him in years.
What we kind of came up with, along with a bunch of great creators, Mark Waid and everybody else, kind of working on the lead up to it, is that during the events of Absolute Power, unbeknownst to the superheroes, Darkseid starts to realize that something has always been missing. He senses something in a special moment during Absolute Power.
The answer to that equation?
But he senses something has changed. And once he realizes this, it sets him off on a quest that's going to bring him into direct conflict with this new Justice League that Superman is setting up, this more Justice League. And the collision between those two forces will reshape the DC cosmology in a brand new way, in a radical way, in a way that we're really excited about. And in the midst of that, it will create, one thing it creates is a dangerous, wild new planet, a new DC universe, where we've invited in some of the biggest names in comics and some rising stars to reinvent characters in personal and passionate and daring ways, all in one shared space.
Wait, is you know that with Flash and Wonder Woman and Aquaman, they look weird. I don't really get that. I'm not big fan of Wally West's design, but it's classic Wally. Let's see.
Space, and as part of a bigger story that we'll be telling over the course of the next few years. That's the thing.
Okay.
A great initiative. It launches begins with a story, and that story creates a driving force for the company for years to come. And that's what we're trying to do here. This story about the kind of collision between Darkseid, Justice League, and what that engenders is going to be something that's going to shape the DC universe for quite a while.
And that's one thing that's really important about this initiative, is that even though we have these two worlds, we're telling one big meta story.
Meta?
That new world is the Absolute world. And so Scott, let's talk about the Absolute world a bit, and let's talk about your book, Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
I don't like the squid Batman, it looks muscle.
Architecting all this stuff with you and everybody else, but one part of it is this is the Absolute universe. So the Absolute universe, what is it? Without giving too much away, because you've got to pick up the special to see how it's created. if the main universe is sort of predicated on Superman energy, right, and the sort of metaverse concept that was introduced before in Doomsday Clock and elsewhere, then this universe is kind of founded on Darkseid energy. Now, Darkseid energy, the Omega Beams, they zigzag, they're chaotic, they're dangerous, they're wild, and that's the spirit of this universe. In this universe, the heroes come up in ways that make them underdogs. They have a lot less of the comforts and things that they have in the main universe. Without spoiling things in each of the books, they have to be tougher, they have to be more resourceful, they've got to shine brighter, and it makes them more badass, and it's fun.
Remind me of Earth 2, the one thing, right?
So we've invited in a lot of people that want to embrace that spirit, and they're going to blow you away with the takes that they've created for these characters. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and on and on.
Yeah, here design for the okay. We have Superman design, Wonder Woman design, Batman. Okay. Out of all the three in general, I think my favorite one is probably Wonder Woman design. More because it looks bad. Yeah, she did a tattoo them with that kind of random. You know what? I'm going to accept it. I'm not a fan of Superman. I'm sorry. I'm more a fan of the classic design with the trunks. That's what I'm more used to. That is me. Call me an old-fashioned fan, whatever. I don't care. That design, I'm more Superman as I like. That's me. Batman design looks very bulky and very muscle bound to the point that how can he lift his arms or be stealthy? He looks weird. I don't know. They look weird to me, but man, I'll give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see.
Can't wait for you to see what we came up with.
When you guys see Dragata's art on Absolute Batman, it is gonna blow your mind. It is primal. This is not the Batman you know. He is a beast, and it's really, really exciting. And one of the things that we've been talking about, you might have heard us say Superman a lot. And Superman is going to be a really important part of the stories moving forward, past all in. And I am still going to be writing Superman. I'll be writing the main Superman title. And now I'll be joined by Dan Mora, the artist, one of the best artists at DC, will come in and play with me on Superman for a while. And we're going to be doing some really big new stories in Superman. One of the things is we're going to be introducing a new Superwoman.
Wait, what?
The big mystery of who the new Superwoman is and how.
Who are you? Are you Lord or are you one of the Super Twins? Who are you? I have a lot of questions about that. Okay. My hope in general is you just know the things that I want to happen. Am I gonna get that? No, of course not. I'm not getting that wish. So I'm getting a new Superwoman. Is it Lois? It's possible I can make that. I think they go down that route because we did that before in Rebirth. Even though, technically speaking, we don't know that story. Spoilers! New 52 Lois Lane actually died in that story. No, I'm serious. That actually happened. That happened, at the in the first issue. A very joy getting into New 52 Lois, but we had to get rid of it because let's face it. No one cared that New 52 Lois Lane much as could. I give him about post-grade order with his son John at the weekend as of the day. That's the thing I care about. Not ate up nonsense with all that bunnish bullshit. But hey, if it's yours, that would be pretty cool. I'd understand. Except that we'll see, and there we go. If it's not that, then my other theory is one of the twins. No, I'm serious. When you think about it in general, it would make a ton of sense to pull that card and make it into one of the twins. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but we'll see. Hey, I've been proven right before, and I'll admit that I've been proven right, but I've been proven wrong. I'm wrong. But we'll see. Tell me more information about that, we'll see.
How she got her powers, but also we're going to have the return of Doomsday, one of my favorite comics.
Oh yeah, Doomsday.
Superman, and getting to play with Doomsday and doing some really cool big action sequences of Doomsday is very, very exciting. And there's going to be one of the biggest stories I've ever done at DC will be in the Superman title.
Okay.
One of the things, along with doing Superman, is, like Scott said earlier, we're going to be doing a lot of new stories starting in October. There'll be a bunch of jumping on points across the entire line. For me, when I came back to DC with Rebirth and I was working on Flash, I felt like I was the new kid. And one of the best parts of the last few years has been watching all of these new talent, new creators coming into the DCU. And one of the things that's the best part about doing a new initiative is that what I've learned is that initiatives create opportunities. And it's been really awesome watching a lot of these new creators grab this opportunity and run with it.
Relax. It's recording.
And so you're going to get a lot of new books, new creative teams, and new stories starting up in October.
Why are you recording?
The thing we want to kind of communicate to you guys is
video.
This is not a retcon or a reboot or something like that. It's a celebration and expansion of the great storytelling that's been happening in DC. What it is it's an invitation to jump in. What we create a
Oh,
story.
now you're in the video too.
In
So
October,
congrats.
we'll have every book starting a new arc. Some of them are continuing on the sort of storylines that they've been on, but it will be a jumping on point. Some of them will be brand new books over in the Absolute Universe. There'll be new books in the main universe. We're going to have brand new origin stories. From October on, everywhere you look at DC Comics will be a story beginning, a place to start. There'll be incentives for retailers that will reveal at San Diego. There'll be incentives for you guys that will reveal at San Diego. But the goal of this, like I said at the beginning of this, is All In is a rallying cry. It's saying comics are awesome. Comics have been awesome. Comics will always be awesome. It will be the place
I hope so.
to tell the biggest and best stories with these characters ever. And what we want is to communicate to you that right now we are all in as a company. All the creators, all the editors, everybody has bought into this idea of let's all take our biggest swing together at one moment because we haven't done it in a while. Let's all launch our biggest stories, whether they're radical reinventions of the characters, whether they're continuing awesome legacy stories that are happening in the main DCU.
I certainly hope so.
Let's do all of it at once, all over the course of this period. We are all in. It's all in the books. It's all in the stores, and we're all in it together as fans, as creators, as retailers, and everybody in the industry to say comics is awesome, and it always has been, and it always will be, but this moment in particular is going to be more awesome than you can even imagine.
And like this right here, everything we're talking about, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like this is just the beginning of what All In is, and everything we're going to be talking to you about. There's going to be a lot of announcements this week, a lot of
Ooh.
going to be teased this week, and then we're going to get to San Diego Comic-Con, and there will be a lot of really, really great stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. We have a panel on Thursday at 12:45 at San Diego Comic-Con. You got to make sure you go to that.
God, I wish I could go SDCC, but I can't. It gets expensive.
And it all starts with DC All In Special number 1.
Yep. This fall, DC goes all in. Yep. Yep. 64 paid one shot. Yep. And that's every video in the show. So, yeah, as you can tell, there's a lot of talk about that thing. There's a lot to talk about. Will be all day. But I would say I'm meant to be excited with that. Cannot wait. I'm excited. And like more opening, just as interesting, it's way better than anything coming out right now. So fuck up by the board. I can't wait. We'll see. Time to go on me, but we'll see. But I can't wait. We'll see. I'm excited. We'll see. Yep. And that's everything in the show. I know. My father. And y'all know by now. Oh, you feel tomorrow. I love you about that. You about that. You about that. You bad damn again. 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 Let me say I will make the bad guy with DC Manuel. I gotta say this. Alright, direction caught the fight can be messy and making no fucking sense. I mean, Jesus Christ, this year can be caught the fuck right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The only book I haven't with DC on or Superman, obviously, because the main book made him in the best book I love the main book now. Batman is confusing. Wonder Woman is confusing. Makes no sense. Flash is a mess right now, besides spoiler and God, book is gonna be what the fuck. And it's just been cowardly. Titan has been, well, not good, and just not interesting. Nightwing has been, man, at best, and it's been weird that with DC right now. So, why did we this whole Absolute Universe? I was very nervous. For a reason. Mostly because the last time we got a new open DC Universe was World Earth 1. And we all know that way, that thing went kaput. So, I've been nervous about things already. But now that I know the whole context about it, now that I know how it's going with the thing, I think this new universe does have a lot more going for it than I would have thought. Let's face fact. This thing must succeed, this thing must not fail. After so much bullshit, we need a win. And hoping this thing succeeds and not fail. And Johnny had to go on with this thing, it looks like Scott Snyder and the rest of the crew know how they're doing. Because this thing has a brain, know what it is. And I'm excited for that. But we'll see. Trying to go information about that, but since it's our dark side, this got away. And I know, unlike in general, I think about other things with the new video, I think cut and burns. That thing, I think we had a plan that's trying to get a brain. I'm excited for that. Heck. Let's face back, Ranger. The new 52, actually, that should be on somebody from the very start. If I knew, it did it 7 years away from post-credit and not part of the main DC event, we might not be in this shit show. If Banjam was fucking, this is proof more and more that new 52 is 7 years ago. If anything, the DC should have done this decades ago before they hit the reset button and fucked everything up. And ever since the new 52 happened, everything went to shit. And look, not Bendis came in, Bendis fucker, I know he made it worse, but that beside the point. My point, Absolute Universe is what the New 52 should have been. This should have been the New 52 from the very start, and not a bullshit lead with an only one to lead. My career, and New 52 would be a fair, but you make point. My point, ladies and gentlemen, I say this you can put more and more that this should have done it decades ago. But where am I going with this? I'm bringing this up because, as I said before, New 52 would have been that failed midway, but it should have been after you from the start. This should have been opening from the start, and not opening the old union for bullshit. But thankfully, unlike the New 52 with Clayton Burn, this is even more smarter brain on how he's doing. Scott Steiner, I do great work, I trust him, I trust him doing the good stuff, and I think I know what they're doing, it's going to be good. And John had to go on, I think it sound 10 times better than the last initiative which failed miserably. With the last initiative John would, well, to be fair, not imminent material, which was not great, and kind of great. You see where I'm going with this? My point, I think this can work, this sounds 10 times better than going, you see, I'm excited about that, we'll see. Now, I for the new origin for the new characters, helped by with the dark side, how I feel about that. I think that could work in Fury. I think that sounds like a cool idea in Fury. Isn't this great by Dark Side of all people? This does sound like an interesting interesting story. Don't get me wrong, this can still crash and burn. This can still fall apart. But for now, what if you're excited for one big side? I'm excited, we'll see. I can't wait, we'll see. But for the new origins, we'll go with it. Batman looks weird. I'm not for Batman design. I'll get used to it. Superman design looks weird. I'm not fan of that either. One looks fine. I can't like the big sword. Got packaged with badass. I'm excited with that. And that thing I'm more excited with the most. Honestly, out of all of them, I'm more excited more for Wonder Woman and then the other two characters, even though I like the trendy. But I'm more into how the rest of Absolute Universe as a whole. Now, do I mean Absolute Universe can succeed or fail? We have no idea. We have exact same information about the thing going so far. We have nothing. But since we don't know what's happening with the thing, this go all the way. Again, tell me to look more information, but I follow my bond, the Absolute Universe as a whole. I think this new universe can go all the way to sound fun, so badass, sound good, and I'm excited about it. I'll probably make another video about it in the video. I have a lot to say about the creative teams. But I'm more intrigued how it's going to turn out as a whole. Don't go on, this can still fail, but what's to be excited for? I want to be excited for when we need to win, and I hope it's time we can not fail. I want to win, we need to win. Who knows? Tell me to come up a minute, we'll see. But after the new Absolute Universe, how do you feel about it? I'm 50-50 about it, but I think this can go all the way, and I'm excited about it, we'll see. I like Scott Steiner doing the good writing, I trust them, so I think this is going to be a good at this story. Now, after the main universe, how about the main universe? I think the main universe does sound like almost safe and very interesting.
It's 2 universes, 1 rock.
2 universes, 1 rock, that sounds interesting, I'm excited about that, we'll see. Now, do I expect an actual crossover similar to with Marvel with their open universe? It's possible I'm gonna make that. I think we get a crossover, but giving away how DC does their crossover with Earth 2, and that's all Crescent and Bird. In fact, that's the one name I agree about the most. Will this be like the new 52 Earth 2 situation? For those who don't want to talk about okay, no, I can't win. But to make a long story short, to a new 52 Earth 2 was similar to Marvel opening image, but I'm not going to do with that, with the original Earth 2. This Earth 2 also crashed and burned and got blown the fuck up. No, I'm serious. This thing started out pretty, I think, with the Batman Superman Wonder Woman, and then they died. But then we got the Wonder, the New USA, but then they died, and even when they went to shit show, and no one survived. It was a complete shit show of a book. Yeah, this book went to shit real fast, and it would be nosedive. So, it did things falling off on Earth 2. I don't know, but if it did fall on Earth 2, that could cut it off on Earth 2 for the failure. It failed, like they were telling me, the rulers of the rain. No one won that. The book was just not that good. Okay, it started strong when Robinson took over. When I wrote the book, and then the book went to shit. What Earth 2 wrote, and it was bad, and it went to shit show. So, after you made the call Earth, New 52 Earth 2, that does worry me because I don't want the situation to have Earth 2 affect the new Absolute Universe. I don't want to repeat history. I don't. That's the right thing I want you to fall into. It's a shit show of a shit show. like I said, we don't know how to turn out with Z, but typical information about it was Z, and what's our typical good and bad. By the way, I wanted to get a bad with Z. Look, guys, at the end of the day, all I want is a good DC book. That's all I want. So, it is my more DC opening universe with the Marvel. I think this can turn me good. It can turn amazing. As long as the how you're doing, as long as the story is good, I want a good storytelling or a bad acting writing and anything. Good writing, good story is all I give it at the most. Not to a good characterization. I don't want any more bullshit. No more screw-ups, DC. Jump in and don't fuck this up. Again. Time we take more information. We're going to wait actually till this week to get information about SDCC coming out. Wait for the look. I will be coming at SDCC. Well, okay, I'm not going to SDCC anymore because I can't go because there's Experiment Beyond Hell. But Experiment Beyond Hell, and I do want to go, but I can't. BS. But I will be coming at SDCC New General actually another way, as best I could. But we'll probably get there. Again, time we take more information. But we'll see. But my profile on this new, I'm interested about this new Absolute DC Universe. I'm really excited what we see. All announcements sound interesting. This sounds way better than I really thought because we have both the Postcard Universe, we have both the old universe and the new universe together side by side. So this is actually good work. It's going to be good. I told you the meeting, we'll see. Again, time will tell to come more information, but we'll see. I think that's good. Alright, Fine, new DC Universe. I hope this is going to be good. I want it to win. I want an amazing book. I don't want a failure. But if it didn't fail, then that's going to be disappointing. But, damn it, as long as they know what they're doing, as long as they get the great creative team, they know what they're doing, then they can be good. They're great new Absolute DC Universe. If it fails, then this will be disappointing. Again. Time we take more information. I hope this book's in a meeting. We'll see. Will I cover this thing? Of course I'm going to cover it. I'm a DC fan. DC actually is my union after Marvel. Yes, I still want Joker GS I want, but that's secondary at this point. You know, I tell you what, the main point, John, because some good story. Long story to good, and they'll fuck it up. I'll be happy. Again, time we take more information. We'll see. But anyway, we'll talk. I think it's good. I don't. That's my DC All-In announcement. Which got sent out to William. I'm not entirely that. I'll probably call DC All-In announcement. I'll probably put that as my title. Put it on comment emoji. You guys think about the engineers. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'm also gonna put on Twitter. Scum my channel. Twitter. Big and ball. Kind of option story. But if you can't share it the web, and I'll talk a little long game. DC. Bye. DC, don't fuck this up. I'm Judge Winning and Scott Snyder. Wish you luck, guys, and Godspeed. Bye. DC. Bye.